Remember back during the election when Pope Francis came out and condemned Donald Trump for saying he wanted to build a wall along the southern border, despite the Pope living in the Vatican, which is protected by walls on all sides? Yeah, he's back, and he's here to talk more politics. Hi, I'm James Allison, and I'm filling in here on Next News Network. According to reporting from Randy DeSoto at westernjournalism.com, Pope Francis accused President Donald Trump of not being pro-life because of his decision to rescind the Deferred Action on Childhood Arrivals program, otherwise known as DACA. Quote, the President of the United States presents himself as pro-life, and if he is a good pro-lifer, he understands that family is the cradle of life and its unity must be protected, end quote, Francis said on board the papal plane returning from Colombia on Monday. Well, it's easy. If President Trump wants to keep the families together and maintain the family unity, he can just deport the whole family. I don't see what the problem is here. Quote from the article here, the Pope admitted not being too familiar with the DACA program, CNN reported. So he even admits that he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Quote, I think this law comes not from Parliament, but from the executive, the Pope said. Quote, if that is so, I am hopeful that it will be rethought. In a statement issued last Tuesday, Trump explained that DACA, quote, permits will not begin to expire for another 6 months and will remain active for up to 24 months. Thus, in effect, I'm not just going to cut DACA off, but rather provide a window of opportunity for Congress to finally act. President Barack Obama described DACA in 2012 as a, quote, temporary stopgap measure. Further, in a 2010 interview with Univision, he conceded the executive branch has no authority to unilaterally change immigration law. Quote, I am president, I'm not a king. I can't just do these things by myself. We have a system of government that requires the Congress to work with the executive branch to make it happen, he said. Trump emphasized that while he is waiting for Congress to act, his immigration enforcement focus will not be on DACA recipients. Our enforcement priorities remain unchanged, Trump said. We are focused on criminals, security threats, recent border crossers, visa overstays, and repeat violators. I've advised the Department of Homeland Security that DACA recipients are not enforcement priorities unless they are criminals, are involved in criminal activities, or members of a gang. Of course, all people who enter this country illegally have committed a criminal action, so technically all of these DACA recipients are criminals in some form or fashion. The president also noted that, quote, officials from 10 states are suing over the program, requiring my administration to make a decision regarding its legality, and that and that Attorney General Jeff Sessions and virtually all top legal experts have advised that the program is unlawful and unconstitutional and cannot be successfully defended in court. Many felt it would meet the same fate as the Deferred Action for the Parents of Americans, which the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals struck down in 2015, a ruling the Supreme Court kept in place with a 4-4 ruling last year. Trump offered the reassurance that we will resolve the DACA issue with heart and compassion, but through the legal democratic process, while at the same time ensuring that any immigration reform we adopt provides enduring benefits for the American citizens we were elected to serve. During last year's presidential campaign, Pope Francis called into question Trump's status as a Christian, stating that, quote, a person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not of building bridges is not a Christian, end quote. Trump responded at the time by saying, the Pope said something to the effect that maybe Donald Trump isn't a Christian, okay? He's questioning my faith. I was very surprised to see it. For a religious leader to question a person's faith is disgraceful. Make sure you comment below, subscribe for updates, and if you like what Next News Network is doing, hit that thumbs up button and share this report on all of your social networks. For Gary Franchi and the Next News Network, I'm James Allsup. Thanks for watching.
Hold on a second. Before you go, I want to make sure that you and your family are protected. Your online privacy, that is. Right now, go to virtualshield.com/go/nextnews and reclaim your right to privacy from intruding governments and corporations. You know, your information is not private unless you surf the web through an encrypted VPN or a virtual private network. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, I've wised up. The NSA, corporations, everyone's spying, taking your metadata, selling it off. Virtual Shield, however, automatically changes your IP address. Look at this. This was my IP address before, super big long one, and all of a sudden I activated it. Boom, activated the Virtual Shield, and then I got a new IP address. Now, how cool is that? Here's another shot. Old IP address activated, got this new one. Will automatically change your IP address to protect your web browsing activities. Okay? Did you know that your web browsing activities can actually be subpoenaed in a court of law because your internet service provider is tracking every site that you go to? The United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and Australian governments just killed your privacy. Okay, I got the family plan. Get the family plan. It's only $29 a month, a small price to pay, and you get 20% off for Next News viewers when you go to the link that you see on the screen there. And make sure you get the upgrades, the premium add-ons, Protection Plus, unrestricted streaming, great for military personnel or traveling abroad, premium phone support, monthly maintenance, all these great things. Make sure you sign up with Virtual Shield. It's excellent applications, Chrome add-ons. It works for Windows. It works for iOS. It works for Mac. These are all excellent things. You can just download them, install them on your smart devices for your whole family. So sign up right now. Don't fall victims to companies like AT&T, Comcast, Spectrum, Charter, Verizon, who are controlling, collecting, and selling your online browsing history. Reclaim your privacy today. Get 20% off using the promo code NEXTNEWS. That's exclusive to Next News viewers. Link's right there. Go right now. Claim your 20% off and your right to privacy back. Comment below. See you in the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report, and to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.